over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So we're gonna jump right into it. So I'm starting out with a stocking cap on my head, and now I'm going in with the Got To Be Goshbrii, the yellow can, and I'm just gonna spray that around my hairline. I like to spray like a little towards in front of my hairline just so that it's not pulling on my edges. And on the sides, I usually struggle with keeping the sides down, so I'm probably gonna spray more on the sides and a little bit on my hair just so that it doesn't come up when it's during the drying process and when I'm trying to cut it.
Time for y'all to figure out what y'all gonna do about it. Big wheels keep rolling and rolling. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pretty party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started. I don't know who loved me, but I know that it ain't everybody. I can never love.
Okay, now I'm gonna go over it with the blow dryer. I do have it on high heat and I'm pressing on my cool setting just because my blow dryer gets really hot and I think it dries faster on the cool setting. So I'm just gonna go all around just to make sure it's dry and that all of it's laying flat. Okay, now that it's dry, I'm going in with one of my Ruby Kisses foundations. As you can tell, I don't really have the correct foundation for me. I don't really wear foundation, so I kind of guessed when I was picking it up. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put the makeup on, and make sure that you put the makeup on before you cut your cap, because sometimes the makeup that you're using lifts up the cap, so you just want to make sure that your makeup doesn't lift it up before you get to cutting it.
Front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
Okay, now I'm done putting the makeup on my head, so now I'm going to go in with my scissors and cut off the remaining part of the cap. You want to make sure you're getting as close as possible to all of the dry parts on your cap. Make sure there are no flyaways still on your cap, because when you go to lay down the wig, you're going to be able to tell that some of the cap is still up. So right here you can tell that I'm struggling trying to cut my ear part because I really could not tell where the stocking cap was. But make sure you're careful around your ears so you don't snip your ears. I kind of did when I did mine, but make sure you be careful around your ears.
Beautiful girl, you stainless.
Okay, then now that my cap is giving bald or somewhat bald cap, I'm now going on to my wig. As you can see, I plucked it very nicely. Already bleached the knots and plucked it. But now I'm going in with the wig. I'm going to take some of my wax stick, and then I'm going to hot comb the edges back on the wig, just so that when I'm putting the wig down, I can really see the hairline of the wig and the hairline of my cap.
Purple rain, Princeton, Prince Charming. Disappointment, I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens down.
Claps.
Okay, now I'm going to tint my lace. That is the wrong thing I just picked up. Girl, what do you think about? So I'm gonna take, once I find it, going to, right there, yes. I'm gonna take the Ebin tinted lace spray, and I'm going to spray the lace onto the wig. Make sure you're a little farther back from your wig because it can kind of cake up if you're spraying too close to it. So just you want to get a nice little good layer of the lace spray on there. Okay, now I am putting on the wig, make sure everything looks right, and look at that, it's giving scalp. It is giving scalpy Anna. Look at that, I think it tinted really well. Nicely plucked on the side. It do have some of the lace spray on the edges. As you can tell, it looks too plucked, but it's kind of just a spray on the edges. But yeah, so now I'm just making sure that I'm measuring the wig to my head and see where I gotta cut off the excess lace or anything, and just matching everything up before I put the glue down. Okay, right here, your girl started feeling herself because I just knew when I put this wig down, it was going to look so good on me. Okay, but let me stop, girl. Go ahead and put that wig on. Okay, now I'm getting my handy dandy Goshbrii. That's the only brand that I use to put it down. So now I'm taking a cloth with some alcohol on it, just to make sure I got all of the excess spray and stuff off of it. It also was around my face just because I wasn't watching where I was spraying, but make sure getting all of that off before I put the glue down. And then here we're going in putting the glue down. So I just like to go basically on the front of the cap and onto my head. I do not push it back because then it'll be on my hair. So you want to make sure that it's actually on kind of on your forehead and kind of on the cap, just so that the cap is secure with the glue, and then also you're not getting any glue on your actual hair. Okay, so I got all the glue laid down, so now we're just gonna wait for it to dry. At this part, I'm kind of impatient when I put the glue down. I go between actually using like a fan or something and a blow dryer. And here is my lovely cat Astro. I only picked him up because he was meowing in the corner, just wanted some attention. But then when I was trying to give him the attention, he didn't want to give it to nobody, so I put his behind back down. But anyway, yeah, so we're just gonna wait till this dries. I'm going in between fanning it and probably use a blow dryer to make sure that it dries a little quicker. Okay, like I said, I'm a little impatient, so you see that you can kind of still see the glue. You do not want to do that. Make sure that all of the glue is clear before putting your wig down. So but I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the little tabs on my wig just so it's easier to put down, because like I just did right there, I'll be getting the wig stuck to the glue already before I actually put it down, and I'll be struggling. So yeah, make sure all of the glue is clear before you put your wig down, and I'd suggest cutting some tabs on your wig just so it's a little easier to put the wig down, especially when you have a wig that has a lot of hair. Okay, now I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. My phone did start acting up. I was losing some storage. But anyway, yeah, I'm taking a food break just because I am doing this wig and I got to go to work right after I put this wig on. So yeah. Okay, so I'm taking my scarf off, and you can kind of still see the glue through the wig. That's why I said you want to wait till your glue is dry and clear before you put it down. But before I cut my lace, I'm going to go back over my hair with the wax stick, and then I'm going to just hot comb the hair back again and hot comb the front of the part down, just so that when I do cut the lace, it's more or less stuff I gotta do when I'm finished. Okay, my phone started acting up again. But see, I already put down my edges, and I'm just going to take the hot comb and hot comb the edges downward, just so that I'm not struggling to keep them flat on my head when I do go to do them. And I'm just taking a razor blade and raising the edges. You can do this to whatever length you want, however you like to wear your edges. I was kind of going for like the drastic edge look, so I didn't really do them too short. And I'm just going around my head and razor blading the rest of the edges. And here you see I've curled it. I take a little curling iron and just curled them upward onto my head. And it did cut me off again. So in the next clip, you're going to see my edge, the full product of the hair done. Okay, and this is the final look. It is definitely giving scalp. It's giving looking like a Puerto Rican. Thank you for watching my video and hope to see you guys soon.